Let's discuss the government of Israel's response to the ongoing war with Eylon Levy. He's an Israeli government spokesperson. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you for having me on the show, Wyatt.
I suppose I just want to begin here by asking you, at a time of war, obviously the question surrounding what other countries who are perhaps well-positioned, countries like Canada, the United States, can do to help. Is there anything from your perspective that perhaps these countries aren't doing that they could be doing to help Israel fight back against Hamas?
It's really important for speaking because Israel is a country that is still in shock and pain after the October 7th massacre. We're talking about 1,400 people who were murdered in the most brutal way imaginable, many of them tortured before they were killed, over 5,000 people who were injured, over 220 people taken hostage into the Gaza Strip, from babies just a few months old to elderly people. And Israel is such a small country, we're only 10 million people, that everyone knows someone who was affected. Everyone knows someone or knows someone who knows someone who was killed, abducted, injured. And so we're all experiencing this very personally. And what I can tell you is different about this time is that the world gets it. The world gets it that what Hamas did, the atrocities it committed, just like ISIS, Hamas can't be allowed to exist anymore, and Israel has to defeat it. Israel has to get rid of the evil terrorist organization that committed these atrocities. And so we've been seeing lots of world leaders coming to Israel in order to give us strength, express solidarity. President Macron of France is here just now. We have the Prime Minister of the UK, the President of the United States, Joe Biden, coming to Israel and saying the US will make sure that Israel has everything it needs in order to continue this fight against Hamas. Now look, I know the days ahead are going to be long. They're going to be difficult. There are going to be very difficult scenes coming up on our screens, both from Gaza and inside Israel. And as this happens, it's really important that the world remember why we're in this war. This isn't the war that Israel wanted. It's not a war that Israel started. It's not a war that Israel even expected. We were caught off guard and shocked on the morning of October 7th. But Hamas declared war on us. Hamas declared war by attacking our people, beheading people, burning people, raping women. And Israel has now been dragged into a war. And we're going to win this war. And we really appreciate the support and solidarity that we have from friends all over the world as we confront this evil.
And oftentimes you hear about how the war in the Middle East, how Israel's a democracy in the midst of many other countries who do not share that same commitment to democracy. I mean, moving forward, is there any which way after this war is over, this particular part of the war is over, to perhaps de-escalate things? I know that really isn't kind of the focus point right now. The focus point of Israel is to defend itself against Hamas's attack. But ultimately, what comes next for a country like Israel, who just geographically is located around some, countries who it would seem are looking for war?
You're right. Most countries in the world aren't black and white, but here we have a democratic state that was attacked by a brutal terror organization that has been holding the people of Gaza hostage and subjugating them and treating them in an awful way and using Gaza in order to attack us in the name of their fundamentalist religion and religious terrorism. Now, I hope that when this war ends, I hope that when we destroy Hamas, when we defeat this evil terrorist organization, we're going to create space for more moderate, pragmatic, realistic voices to work to rebuild the Gaza Strip the day after Hamas. We have no illusions about how difficult that is going to be. We live in a region not known for having democracies, not known for a commitment to human rights. It's a difficult region. Israel has never known a day of peace in its life, but we're going to have to work that. We're going to have to try to work together with moderate, pragmatic people who realize that Hamas doesn't represent them, that the evil atrocities that are committed on the 7th of October don't represent good people, people of conscience. And we're going to try to work with good people. We'll try to do whatever we can to work together with those people to build a better future for our children, for their children, for the next generation, because we can't go on like this.
And of course, you're a spokesperson in the government of Israel, in the Prime Minister's office. And of course, one thing that has come from this is, to a certain degree, a show of unity behind Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israeli citizens. How important is unity in this fight of war, and how can Israelis continue to be united behind their leader during such a critical time?
We're really seeing extraordinary mobilization in Israel because everyone gets it. Everyone gets it. Everyone gets that we have to get rid of Hamas. We can't live next to this evil terrorist organization anymore. That is something that people from across society, left and right, agree. Now, Israel for the last year has had a very divisive period. protests every week in the streets, people arguing. Really, it was very tense, intense political polarization. But now society has come together. It's united around the goal of victory against Hamas, victory in this war we've been dragged into, victory because we have no choice, and people are doing whatever they can to help. Just in the first few days of the war, you saw people coming together and donating food and taking supplies to the people who lost their homes when Hamas killed them and burned their houses, and taking food to soldiers. And really, everyone in Israel is doing everything they can. Our country is completely united to try to destroy Hamas, to defend our people after they committed such awful, awful crimes against our people. And, I hope that the day after this war, the day after we win, the day after we defeat Hamas, Israeli society will find a way to move forward in the same spirit of unity, because this war has taught us how much we need each other and how much we love each other.
All right, we'll leave it there. Eylon Levy, Israeli government spokesperson. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Wyatt.